As Mike said, usually moms and dads come to the Parenting Initiative for 6 one-hour sessions, meeting with a mentor to view and discuss lessons of their choice that help them prepare for the birth of their baby. At each session, they take home something for mom or baby, and at the 6th session, they take home an infant car seat or a pack and play with a bassinet. Many of the women or couples who come to the Parenting Initiative have not yet put their faith in Christ, and that is the case for the couple whose story I'm relating tonight. We are delighted to be the light of Jesus for them. This couple has continued coming to the Parenting Initiative after finishing 6 sessions because Dad has more lessons that he wants to cover. Dad says he appreciates the information in the lessons because it prepares him for parenting a newborn, and it helps him understand how to support his partner during her pregnancy. Mom has some health issues that put her in a high-risk category for this pregnancy. She frequently experiences anxiety about the health of the baby. So every session we close by praying for her health and the health of her baby. Dad shared, quote, "One thing I like about this program is that fathers can do it. She doesn't have to come if she's not feeling well. Usually these things are for moms, not both parents," end quote. Frequently during our sessions, either mom or dad expresses thankfulness for the Parenting Initiative program. Once, mom commented, "I wish I had known about it when I had my other kids." She shared the age of her youngest kiddo, and we realized that the Parenting Initiative was in its initial stages when she was pregnant with that youngest one. She said, "I had no idea this place existed. I wish I had known about it back then because I was having an even harder time than we are now." When she received maternity clothes at her 2nd session, she kept saying, "Thank you, I don't have anything that fits anymore, and maternity clothes are so expensive." She also appreciated the handmade booties, hats, and blankets. She said, "I love the homemade stuff. Someone took the time to make these. They are so much better than all the stuff in the store." We meet late in the day. Dad starts work early in the morning. When he gets off work, he goes out to make deliveries to earn enough to make ends meet. On weekends, he makes deliveries as well or takes on extra jobs. He commented, "We're not all set. We're not wealthy, and this program helps take the stress out of preparing for a baby. I especially like the baby bucks." "You mean so you can pick out whatever you want in the boutique?" I asked him. "No," he responded. "I feel a sense of accomplishment, like I've earned it. It's not just a handout. You come on time and do the lessons and do the homework, and you earn them," he said with satisfaction. Dad has accumulated quite a few baby bucks because he is also the one who does the optional homework. He has had great questions about the Bible studies that are part of the homework offered, and I have enjoyed our conversations about the identity of Jesus. He shares with me his skepticism about whether one can believe that anything is true these days, and I continue to pray that his spiritual eyes will be opened and to recognize the one who is the way, the truth, and the life. This couple stands out to me because of their consistent gratitude regarding every aspect of the program. When they found out their baby's gender, they were amazed by the enormous green gift bag they received, filled with so many things for their newborn. They are thankful that after the baby's birth, they can return for diapers, wipes, clothes in bigger sizes. Such expressions of gratitude are always a joy to receive, but it means even more from this couple because mom was initially abortion-minded when she had her pregnancy test and ultrasound at the clinic. Her change of heart is evident in her concerns for the baby's health and in her preparations for her baby. She is not the only one welcoming this baby. Dad's brother has already bought them a bassinet and a combination stroller and car seat, expressing his pleasure that his brother is now a dad. Dad himself is fully committed to providing for and loving this baby. When he viewed the lesson about the characteristics of newborns, his eyes lit up, watching the parents interact with their babies. He kept repeating, "I'm so excited. I'm so excited." This couple allowed me to share their comments about the program with you because they understand that you make possible the services they receive at the clinic and the parenting initiative. Many of you pray, many donate, some of you volunteer, some make the hats, booties, and blankets that bring smiles to these parents' faces. Because of you, a place exists for a mom to come to see her baby, not as a problem or a burden, but as a blessing. And for a dad to look at the future and say, "I'm so excited." As the Lord brings this couple to your mind, please pray for health for mom and baby. Thank you.
Lower that. Okay. Imagine yourself living in a farm worker house. That's housing for temporary farm work laborers. You're using drugs, enduring physical abuse, and all the while trying to be a loving parent. All you want to be is a good mom in a loving relationship and have more children. But you're too caught up in addiction and the cycle of abuse to see that you've lost all of your self-worth and all control. Oh, excuse me, I might have messed up my papers. This is a story of a patient that I had a privilege to serve multiple times over a 4-year span. During her first appointment at Hope, she shared that she had recently been removed, or her son had recently been removed from her care, and her other children lived with their father. She suspected she was pregnant and knew something had to change. She shared that she does not believe in abortions and needed help so that she could not only regain custody of her children back, but to keep the baby that she was carrying. I was able to listen, encourage, and provide community resources to her. As she shared her story with me, all I could think about was how much she loved and how much she was loved and valued by God, and her need for unconditional love. I did my best to communicate to her my unwavering support to help her. She scheduled a second appointment for an ultrasound. I was unsure if she would return, recognizing her circumstances and the immense foothold they had over her. I am happy to say that she indeed returned for her appointment. She shared that she had started rehab and was working towards turning her life around. She expressed how much she cared for the father of the baby, but knew she would have to let him go for her own health, let alone her children's. She worked hard towards her sobriety and was able to gain custody of her son back a few months later. She received a car seat from us, and she went on to deliver a healthy baby. Then, as often it happens, we lost track of her. A few years later, she came back with a new pregnancy. This time she shared that she maintained her sobriety and was working as a mentor with a rehab facility that once served her, but still found herself in unhealthy relationships with men. I could see her caring heart for the father of her baby and the change she wanted for him. But as was the case last time, she voiced she had to let him go in order to stay healthy. Facing being a single parent, she was up for the challenge. I spoke value into her life, hoping this time she would accept it. Once more, she delivered a healthy baby. I had the opportunity to visit with her again, and while she was not pregnant, I was able to express how proud of her I was for the continuous positive choices that she was making for herself and her children. Now, fast forward several years later to present day. She walked into Hope again, this time not as a patient, but as a representative of a community resource organization. She wanted us to partner with this outreach. She also wanted our brochures to give out to her clientele. I learned she is now advocating for others that are in the same situation that she was in years ago. She expressed that she knows the care that she received at Hope and recognizes the impact and wants that for her clients. She is now married and raising her children, healthy as she always wanted. I wish I could say that all of our patient story ends like this, free from addiction and abuse. But for many, they do not choose to get support for various challenges and often return to our clinic in the same position that they were previously. But it is so encouraging to see how someone can turn their life around as this mother did with support. For the last 13 years, I've had the honor to serve the women and families in our community. No matter the outcome of the pregnancy choice or their circumstance, it is a privilege to sit beside women at some of the most vulnerable times in their lives and be a part of generational change by speaking truth, encouragement, and loving on them. Thank you.